Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Empyrion 1.7 Vanilla Mode with the Gazbeard, that's me. And we're here at our base on Juin, where I've expanded it. I've put in the new large landing pad to handle our initial CVs and maybe some larger SVs, which will give us much more flexibility in what we can do, where we can go, and how we can do it. Looks rather good sitting down there. As I said, I've sort of put it across that spit of land. I've made it close enough that the two bases can link to each other via Wi-Fi, because that is its own base. It's got its own CPU, its own turret and power allocations, and all of that good stuff. It's only got the 6 solar panels at the moment, providing it with power. There is a generator in the basement, or 2 generators in the basement rather. One of them will be dedicated to a repair bay once I get that put into place and get the signal logic for it set up and all of that good stuff. The other is just a small generator to give enough power for the turrets to operate. On the top there in the corners you can see I've got 4 flak turrets. And you can probably already see there's a number of sentry turrets dotted around. There's one on that middle pillar there. There's another one on that middle pillar. There's one above the door there. There's one just up there at the head of the stairs. And there's a one on the far side as well. Now we've got a little problem, and this is a game problem. It's one that has been talked about by the devs. Players questioned them about it, and when you place blocks that are pre-made, or bases that are pre-made with underground sections, how they fill with earth. I've had to mine this out and open it up, but the problem then is, of course, having removed the earth, the water comes in. I don't know if you can see the differentiation points between the air on the right and the water on the left. You can probably see the effect of the water ebbing and flowing. So, although it doesn't seem to affect the functionality of the generators, it obviously has an effect on how you see things down here. You can see the separation zone better there. And I really wish the devs would give us something to be able to clear that out, because you can't do it with the multi-tool. You get a multi-tool cannot damage this block type message, and you can't take it out. Maybe give us a little device such as a base only deployable water pump for draining basements like this, which will then clear any blocks inside the base of water that is filling them, because I can't place anything else into that room while that water is there. It says that the block is obstructed, and it's the water that's obstructing it. So that's a pain, and it also looks rather silly because you got this little corner here that's full of water, and it's the only part of this room that is. Which is why these oxygen tanks are here, by the way. I had wanted to put them above the top of those fuel tanks and get them in there out of the way behind this reinforced glass screen, but I can't because the water's in there and it stops me placing them. I had tried to put a thin ventilator in there. I was hoping to squeeze it in on the other side of this glass in order to maybe force air in there to push the water out, but I can't, because again we've got this thin device problem that the glass sheets, the glass windows, are actually in the cube on this side of the windows and not on this side. So I can't put anything in that thin air gap there, because all of that thin air gap, top to bottom, is filled with the windows and the door, of course. So yeah, that's a game physics problem, not one that I can do anything about. But the base is spawned in, it's powered, it's got enough CPU for all its devices, and this bit down here realistically should never need access to it because we can remote the fuel in. That's the solar, well, one of the solar capacitors for the solar panels. Right, it's getting towards sunset. Let's get a move on. It's a nice pad. It's not in the workshop yet. If you want it in the workshop, say in the comments and I'll put it in there. It's better deployed not near water for the reasons that I've just shown you. I've slept through the night and woken up just in time for an incoming Xerax attack on the base. We've seen plenty of these, but let's see what happens, which direction they're coming from. We should start to see the new defences up there on the tower and on the landing pad starting to kick in. Let's just do a hand scan, find out where they're at. They're coming in that direction, so it should be the tower that deals with them. Couple of drones. There it goes. Tower giving it loudy. One drone down already. The landing pad's joining in. There we are. Both of them down. They're a couple of 100 meters out. I'm not going to chase them for the few bits and pieces that we get off them. Right, so we've got the landing pad. We need to decide which CV we're going to use to get our game started. Now, there are two ways that I could approach this, and that you could in your own game as well. One is to continue with the resource gathering direction, and the other is to go in a more general direction, getting out there, getting some exploring done, killing off the drones, etc. and so on. Remembering that we're still quite early in the overall mission line as well, but we will need a CV soon, and we will need a combat ready CV soon. We can get through the rest of the current story mission on the snow planet, finding the wreckage and so on, with just the gun bunny. And I believe the next two missions after that we can complete with just the gun bunny. But then we absolutely will need a CV in place. Getting the resources, using the gun bunny as a miner is inefficient. So if we go with a combat CV, we're going to need a dedicated mining small vessel. If we go with, for example, the Splinter, which is the mining CV that I put up on the workshop a few weeks ago, then we're still going to need a combat CV, because although the Splinter is a combat capable corvette class in terms of its armament and defense, it's not designed for combat, which means that, you know, it could take a pounding and we could end up losing it, which would be a disaster. I'm really kind of stuck right now as to which way to go, and we also need a focus for the rest of today's episode. So I think what we'll do is we'll do some planetary stuff here, something that's going to help us get more materials. Ancient temple destroyed, mining towers. Oh, we're going to go back and check these two auto miners as well at some point, and check these legacy structures, see if the goodies over there have respawned. We've got an abandoned workshop there. Yeah, we did Theta Labs in the last episode, and I think the abandoned workshop needs done. But I'll just do a quick run up and get those auto miners and do those two legacy locations first, and then we'll come back to the abandoned workshop and we'll clear the abandoned workshop. So first things first, we'll put that away. Let's just check the gun bunny's ammo and stuff. Let's have a look. Right, small ammo box up it's empty. Oh, that's the lower. There's the upper. Right, so all of that's full. Got more than enough there. We haven't got any other weapons on her, have we? We got the mining drills. Yeah, we don't have any other weapons on her. Just the various gatlings and stuff. Right, we need to eat before we go out. Let's go do that. A veggie burger should be enough to fill us up. And take a couple of those meat burgers with us just to keep us going. The farm is partially ready to harvest. I'm not going to touch it. And in there. Let's get her started up. Just check everything's on. Yep, it's all on. And let's just put those burgers in the fridge. Keep them fresh. Use the upper fridge. In there. Off we go. I'll probably cut out the travelling and just feature what we get up to at the destinations. Right, so we're coming in now into the area where our autominers are located, and I need to believe that medium there and the second small deposit are where we've got them. Let's have a look. Let's have infrareds on so we can see what we're going into. I just inch up to it and nudge it with the nose of the gun bunny, and 302 out of there. That's good. Does it need any more fuel? I've got to check. It does need more fuel. Okay, so I go into the ship store. Yeah, I can grab that, and if I go into the loot box and put that in the loot box, actually it doesn't need that many. It's producing doesn't say what its output is, but its limit is 1750. Can't remember what the capacity is on one of these. Let me just check this. So tier 3 auto miner, storage limit 7,000, produces 400 per hour. Okay, so yeah, we'll leave all of that on. It's worth it to see if we can fill it. I believe this second small is the one that we put the other miner on. Yeah, there it is. Take that out, put these in. Not the most efficient way to do it, I must admit, if it's only going to produce a few hundred each time, but it's one way to do it. Right, so do that and put that ore. Actually, that's where we should be putting it. We should be putting it in ore and wood. So where did I put that other stuff? Loot? Put that in there. Right, now Looks like we've got daylight. Near enough daylight. Go and check the unknown structure, see if it's respawned, and then we'll check the helix and do the same. And then we'll go and do this abandoned workshop. Is that the front door, or is it the other? No, it's around this side. Yeah, there it is. Well, the front door's still wide open. I don't know if the loot has respawned or not. Well, whoa. Gun Bunny, what are you up to? Oh, it's that janky hill, isn't it? Well, that might give us a decent coverage by the turrets. So just turn the thrusters off to save a little bit of fuel. And jump out. Get my minigun ready. Make sure it's loaded. Be prepared for anything. Don't hear the baddies. That hasn't respawned. Any other containers? No. I wonder if these do not respawn in single player, because this is the second revisit that we've done here. And in game, it's been several weeks. As soon as we get in there, we're going to get inundated with spiders. Central hatches have been blown out already. Need that hatch blown out, so check which way. That's the ladder, but there was another one somewhere. I think it's that one. That the one that gives us yeah, that gives us incomplete stairs for coming back up or going down, whichever. So we need that one out. We'll take that out as well. Yeah, the stairs curve that way. Yep. So we'll have that block out. That's it. That gives us a good in and out. Buddy, what are you doing? Gun Bunny's having fun shooting the spiders, even though they've not all spawned yet. Have it here so that we can Wi-Fi as much as we can. Right, so thrusters off, oxygen off, just whatever we can to save a bit of power. Leave the turrets on. I should really turn the lights off, but we can make use of them. And devices, I really want to use loot as our link. Minigun is fine by me. It looks like the spiders are not going to respawn either, which is kind of good. It's going to be our way down. I think it's going to be our way down. We'll have you dead before we touch down. He took a little bit of health off me there, just that one swipe. Oh, all of that needs to go in the fridge. Hold on. Fridge. lower for loot. Perishables up there, non-perishables down there. Okay. Whoa, where did you guys come from? Oh, nasty little critters. Right, so gun bunny, loot. Yeah, we'll have that over there, that over there, that over there. Kind of tempted to keep them on me, especially that. If we put that down here as an anti-parasite, we may need that for blasting through things. Let's go get the goodies off these guys. Damn. Luckily I don't have an infection yet. And all of that's going on to me. It's not going into the cargo container or the fridge. So I've got to manually switch these over. Fridge lower. That's it. Loot into there. Edibles there. Right. What are we doing? Reload this thing before we go in there. There. Okay, we'll hang on to that. Not access these at the faction. Okay, so all we're going to get out of there is one headache pill. Right, let's have a look what we got in here. Switch? No, sometimes these things are switches. What got in there? Oh, that's always good news. Once we get to the core, we'll loot all of these. I think, yeah, that's just straight into there. I'd love to know what was in that. What was there that just exploded. That's not a switch. I don't think there's any switch out here at all that could have prevented that exploding. Unless it's this one here, is it? No. I think that might just be like a local effects thing. Lots of stuff here to pick up as loot. Uh-oh. Here we go. That went into my inventory, but it didn't look like there was any perishables there, which is okay. Bunny loot. Components down there. Ooh. Energy pills. For now, we'll just put them down there. They're not something that we're going to use. Two small constructors. Repository. Lots of bits and pieces here to loot. Heads. And yeah. Take me on 1-to-1. Don't gang up on me and then try to hide. Fight me 1-to-1. Like true spiders. Put that to the fridge in a minute. I heard you. Like that. That's what you get for sneaking up on me. Move all that to the fridge. All these alien parts and alien teeth are going to be good for doing medicines. So let's have a look. If I do a quick double F6, make sure my light is on, and do a quick F7. It's a possible screenshot. Oops. F6 one's too many. Oh, come on. There it is. Right. Whoa, not what I wanted. Up we go. Good old jump jets. Right, so containers and stuff down there when we get down to that bottom floor. Fridge here, so put that straight into the fridge. Fridge lower for loot. Doubles on that line. Pizza, nice. Yum yum. Fuel, that goes in loot loot. Where's loot loot? There's loot loot. Fuel goes in there. So this room looked lootless when we first stepped in, but it has actually got loot in it. So hear them all down there now. Close that door, keep them in. Right, so how do we get into the centre here? Because there's something in the middle of there. Is this the one that we shoot out? This must be the one we shoot out. Cannot damage it. Okay, so that's going to have to wait. Whoa! Something just exploded there. No idea what. The satisfying thud thud of bullets hitting flesh, or in this case, exoskeleton. Right, fridge. Right, those stairs go up, they're incomplete, so it's a jumpy puzzle to get up there. These ones go down. Definite reload before we go any further. Button switch? Nope. What's in there? Ooh. Nice. Put that down with the meds. That, I think, was the loot room that we fell into. Need the code. Okay. Wrong code. So, we'll look around somewhere. There will be a code on a wall somewhere. Is it in here? That's B2. That's not the code, that's the level. B1, B2. Container. Guess that was the last of the plates up there exploding. Got a horror in this room. Reload before we open that door. Might need every bullet we've got. There's a spider there. Oh, you know what? This is kind of pointless. Let's do it this way. Gotcha. Yeah, the minigun's great for close-up stuff, but it's not so good for... Make sure there's nothing else in here. We'll loot all this and sort all of this out later. Just check something. Yes. Okay. Gotcha. And without an infection as well. Nice. More loot in here. Right, let's start emptying these things. That way, when we come round after taking the core out, we're just going straight on to complete components. Right, actually, let's do this loot. Oh, we need the lock code for that, don't we? Lock code, nothing written on the walls there. Somewhere there's got to be a code written on the walls. Oh, the ship's having a go at them. Them into there. Oh, nice. Tier 2 sniper rifle. That into there. Plates, very good. Where's this code then? Press F to open automatic door vertical. But we've got this grill in front of us. Do a reload because we're gonna have to take that grill out. There's a whole bunch of them in there. We've got time for a reload? Maybe. I'm going to have to run away though. You were trying to pin me in the corner there, weren't you? That's a definite reload before we go in there. We're down to less than 60%. And I think that's also worth a quick save. No, that's not what I want. A quick save like that. Right, so let's... Yeah, there's a bunch more of them in there, isn't there? We got... Yeah. There's the core there. Anybody hiding around the back? Nobody hiding around the back. Alright, let's just use the new crouch mechanic. Oh, come on. There we go. Core's gone. The base is ours. Well, nothing else should spawn, only whatever's already here. Do a quick reload. Now's the time that we can use a bandage. So that's going to be a shift right click on number 8. And again, we're nowhere near needing fed. Let's just connect to the fridge, move this lot across. Right, so we've got a load of looting to do, but I want to put a core down first. And I'm going to put the core down up on the surface because I want to be able to... We still haven't found the code for that room. Where is it? I don't remember seeing it. Not behind that lot. It's not behind there. Not on the wall behind them. I'm sure it was written on a wall last time I came through here. Might be behind these. Maybe I've got to take those two out in order to get to see it. Yeah. I think there's lettering on the wall there. Well, we'll check the other rooms on the way up. We'll put a core down on the surface so that I can recover the core afterwards. And then we'll come down and we'll start looting, starting at the bottom down here. We can get up this way. Like that. Oh, Wally. Oh. You messed that up, guys. Yeah. Right, so if I put the core on the top of that door, got half a dozen of them here. Oh, maybe we can't. Okay, we'll stick it on that wall like that, and then when we shoot the wall it'll collapse and we get the core back. Right, so we want our looting tool in our hands and start down at the bottom. We'll take the quick way down. We'll lift it all as components. In the absence of finding that code, we can always lift the door. Get the structure blocks afterwards. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Want all this Xeno material though, because it's useful for making CVs. Right, so let's just do a stock check on how much we did get. Because there's no point getting way more than we actually need. Steel blocks large, go in there, that's junk. Doors, all the components we'll hold on to, they're always worth having. Those go down there. Let's go down there, we'll put those stairs in there. Let's construct it in there. In there, that's junk. Move them up to the end. That's materials. That's materials. That's component materials. Right, overall I think we did pretty good out of that lot. For such a small POI, I think it's yielded a tremendous amount of loot. Goes there. There, that can go there. There. Right, okay, yeah. We only got 12 concrete blocks out of that. We got 82 cement for making concrete blocks. I think what I'll do is I'll leave the rest of it intact. We can always come back to it. But for now, pick all of that lot up, and I should have got my core back. It didn't give me the core as a core. That's a shame. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Right, let's put that multi-tool away. And I think that's going to have to be the end of the video today. So, we've been round, we collected our auto miners, and checked on the legacy structures which have not respawned, and then come and do the abandoned workshop. And it's so much easier when you've got the gear for it. So, as the sun sets, it's getting dark. It's actually we're going back past the sunrise into the moonset again, because we're travelling... Actually, no, we're travelling east. Oh, I'm confused. Easy, at my age, get confused. But, that's our flying home. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll get something a bit more organised and a bit more special next week. And we'll see what we can do with that. We've got to start taking down the Xerax on this planet. Start wearing them thin. And eventually remove them, which will get us lots of honor points with the Talon, and probably with Polaris as well. That should be lots of fun. That should also get us lots of loot for building a CV with. I'm going to have a hunt around to see which CV we're going to start with as our first CV, and I'll announce all of that next week. So, as we come in on the base, just have a look at it all, how it's growing. There's our new CV landing pad. There's the original base there. We've got our defense tower up there. I've still got to build a partner for it over there. Let's just head in, and then I can start uploading. I'll do that off camera. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. As always from me, it's not goodbye, it's just bye for now.